because in the Northeast, where I grew up, there's so many hidden history, political history that sometimes we don't find it in our textbook. And when you revisit the place, you talk to people, or simply dare to look at the Mekong River, it just you just have some new sense of the story of the place, and then you also have a new sense of identity. Yeah, it's not molded by the school or by the state.
I know that I should interpret the film myself, but from the eyes of character and also the actor. What's the relationship between an individual with some lost history, or what motivates people to search for it? Please go.
It's always personal, so I can only speak for myself that it's about something that I want to keep or to understand, because in the Northeast, where I grew up, there's so many hidden history, political history that sometimes we don't find it in our textbook. And when you revisit the place, you talk to people, or simply dare to look at the Mekong River, it just you just have some new sense of the story of the place, and then you also have a new sense of identity. Yeah, it's not molded by the school or by the state. And in minor history, it's that attempt. It's not to teach or just to keep and to share. There's two parts. Part one is more about political violence and murder. Actually, it's quite heavy. But the recent one is more very personal, about dreams, shadows, and something also beauty.
It's a really interesting question, and I think about it a lot, particularly in the time since the beginning of the pandemic. I think that our relationship to memory is more, not clear, but it has a spotlight on it now, because I don't know about you, but speaking for myself, I search a little harder for the time before 2020. It's like something opened up. It's like a ferry leaving an island. It's like, ooh, 2019, you are much further away than you should be, given that you're only 2 years ago. It feels like something has opened up. And I think we search because we have this constant conversation within ourselves about our identity. And our identity, if it exists at all, which I'm not sure. I'm a big believer in identity, certainly not fixed identity. But if we need to take comfort in a sense of identity, then our own memory, our own sense of our own history, our own development through our lives is important. And to maybe, I don't know, but having been with my elderly parents when they were in the last years of the months of their lives, I know that their memories became much, much more important to them. It's a sort of feeling one's own shape in existence. And we can choose what that relationship is. We can choose to be gentle on ourselves and let those memories go and not fight too hard to try and grasp them. Or we can try and build bridges to the memories. I think there's no wrong answer. It's all fine. But it's a dance we have with our own sense of ourselves, looking back into our memories. And then, of course, what we propose in the film is this beautiful thing of sharing other people's memories and other people sharing our memories, that there's a collective memory. And that's a whole nother level of relaxation. If we can give up our memories for other people to carry, then maybe we can be freer.
Explainer 2021 เล่าตั้งแต่ต้นเรื่องหนังสือรวมสรุปเหตุการณ์ตลอดปี 2021 คดีผู้กำกับโจ้สุดสะเทือนขวัญความเคลื่อนไหวในรัฐบาลขย่มเก้าอี้นายกการชุมนุมของกลุ่มเยาวชนน้องเทนนิสข่าวดีของคนทั้งประเทศ Explainer 2021 เล่าตั้งแต่ต้นเรื่องทั้งเรื่องราวในไทยและต่างประเทศบันทึกทุกบริบทตั้งแต่ต้นจนจบกับขวบปีแห่งความหวังของคนทั้งโลกหนังสือเล่มแรกโดยกองบรรณาธิการข่าว workpointTODAY สั่งซื้อได้แล้ววันนี้ทาง Lazada และ Shopee พิมพ์คำว่า Explainer เล่าตั้งแต่ต้นเรื่องหรือค้นหาผ่านชื่อร้านพิมพ์คำว่า workpointTODAY